Well, good afternoon. Welcome to Blues TV. We're at St Andrews to bring you Birmingham women's pre-season fixture, the final fixture before they kick off their Barclays Championship season and begin their quest for a return to the Super League. Coming just a couple of hours after World Cup heartbreak for the Lionesses. 57 years of hurt goes on for the country. Spain bested England today, but Hope Powell vital in building the superb Lioness side you see today, brought in as part of Tom Wagner's pioneering plans for Birmingham City Football Club. The ex-Lioness boss has been recruited as women's technical director with Wagner's vision of taking Birmingham City to the top on every single front. Karts' side are looking to capitalise on their second place finish last campaign after they narrowly missed out on top spot and promotion back to the top flight. Today presents a chance of a run out, a final run out before they kick off on the 26th of August away to Blackburn Rovers. Super League giants Liverpool are bound to pose an appropriate final test. Matt Beard, who won back-to-back Super League titles at the Merseyside club 10 years ago, led the Reds to 7th position last season in his second debut campaign after returning in 2021. Here's how Blues line up then. 4 of the 6 summer signings start this afternoon. In goal, Lucy Thomas, Lawley, Heron and Mason the back 3. Derngate and Cowie providing width from wing-back. New signing Remy Allen, a second spell with Blues. She captains the side alongside Jamie Finn in the midfield, with Lucy Quinn just in behind Barclays Championship Player of the Season last campaign, Jade Pennock and Claudia Walker, who lead the line for Blues this afternoon. For Liverpool, it's Rachel Laws in goal. Along the back, Parry, Fisk, Fahey and Hines. In the midfield, a trialist, Miri Taylor, Zara Shaw and Ava Pickard. And leading the line, Lundgaard and Flint for the Reds this afternoon. Jim Wilson joins me for Blues' final pre-season fixture. First of all, how is the recovery going, Shiv? You tore ACL back in April. We've seen some videos on social media of you operating some really complex machinery that's beyond my realms of understanding. How's it all going, Shiv?
Yeah, it's getting there. I mean, it's not been easy, I'm not going to lie to you. But you kind of just have to take each day as it comes and just accept the small wins and go off that. But yeah, I should be looking to run outside on pitch in like a week or so I'm excited about that.
Well, that's brilliant to hear. I mean, we can't go any further without a word on the World Cup final defeat. That one really hurt today. And another thing that hurts today is us reflecting on the life of Trevor Francis, a Blues legend, of course, one of Blues' most popular and best players. Blues haven't been able to reflect on the life of Trevor Francis, and we'll have a minute's applause in memory of the great player. Well, legend is a term that's thrown around a lot these days in football, but there's no question that Trevor will go down in footballing folklore as a true hero. 2000s for every child who pulled on that penguin strip in the 70s, sporting that immortal number 8, and just for a moment were encumbered with the spirit of their footballing icon, a true prodigy of the game, and we remember Trevor this afternoon. Well, Shiv, certainly aspirations for this season will be high, just missing out on promotion back to the Super League last campaign. What's the feeling like in the changing room? What's the pre-season campaign been like, and what's the feeling around the place in the camp?
Well, yeah, it was obviously disappointing to lose out by 1 point last season, but I think just showing how we did finish the season last year just shows the kind of team spirit that we have, and we have no other goal this year other than to win the league, and that's that. So I know we can do it.
And loads of new signings through the door, 6 in all. How are they fitting in and getting on?
Yeah, I mean, even when I walked in the door, everyone was just so welcoming, and I think the girls have fitted in perfectly so far. Obviously, I've not been on the pitch, but from what I've seen, it looks like everyone's settling in really well.
So then just a couple of hours after the heartache on the world stage, more reason to get excited, and a final glimpse of the Blues women in action, a final chance to get minutes in the legs for Darren Carter and his ladies side, and for the coaching staff to get what they want out of the players before a curtain on the new season is pulled back. Alongside Darren Carter, of course, announced half an hour before kick-off, Emily Simpkins, the new assistant coach, just completed a campaign with Charlton last season. A brilliant footballing mind to bring in alongside on the coaching staff, Shiv.
Oh, 100%. I mean, I've known her for quite a while, and haven't actually played with her, but I know for sure that she's a great person to play with, not just on the pitch but off the pitch too. So yeah, she'll add a lot of value to our team for sure.
So Liverpool get us underway here at St Andrews. Blues final pre-season test before we kick off the season against Blackburn Rovers. Liverpool, of course, in their famous red strip. Blues in their classic royal blue strip with the blue shirt, blue shorts, white socks, kicking from right to left in this first half as we look at it. And Blues win an early throw-in down the right-hand side inside Liverpool territory. What are the instructions sort of from the coaching staff, Shiv, in these opening exchanges normally?
I think it's just to get comfortable on the ball, just to kind of settle in. Because as well, we don't really know what they're going to do. They don't know what we're going to do. So it's just about finding your feet, getting comfortable, getting confident. And then once you start building that confidence, then you can start to play a little bit more.
There's Ellie Mason, one of the new signings in the summer, starting at left centre-back today in that back three. And Darren Carter has chosen to go with this afternoon. Just dispossessed by Flint, carrying the ball into the penalty area. Left-footed drive. First chance of the game falls Liverpool's way, but sent over the bar by Flint. Just didn't wrap her foot around the ball inside the penalty area, and Ellie Mason being dispossessed in a dangerous area there.
Yeah, I just think we've got to go long there. Obviously, it's a dangerous area to lose the ball in, so when in that, smash it out.
Wise words from Wilson alongside me this afternoon for Blues' final pre-season fixture, as Walker looks to take the ball into her touch, lays it off into the midfield. Here's Derngate, another one of the new signings in the summer. Lovely link-up play with Walker down the left-hand side. Left-footed ball into the penalty area. The referee, though, has decided to bring back play for the offence. Tom Durno, the man in luminous green this afternoon. So Blues have a free kick just shy of the left corner of the penalty area, but really promising play from Katie Derngate, the new signing, in her first involvement going forward, Shiv. Derngate and Quinn standing over this. Derngate offering the option with the left foot, Quinn with the right. Quinn, of course, who's just returned from the World Cup from down under, featured against Canada and Australia, the hosts, for the Republic of Ireland. Will be Quinn to float this into the penalty area. It's gone all the way through, almost broke at the back post for Gemma Lawley. It will be a Blues corner.
Yeah, it's not a bad ball, to be fair.
Set pieces, of course, a key area of focus for any side. Blues looking to take advantage with their first corner of the game. Katie Derngate has trotted across to take this, involved in the first 3 minutes of a Blues debut. Corner kick is dealt with by Liverpool at the back. Cowie pops it back into the penalty area. The offside flag is raised against Niamh Heron. who just peeled away on the right-hand side of the penalty area. But the flag denies any chance of goal.
A lot of positive signs early on, so that's good. Getting the ball forward on the front foot.
Forcing the errors again, Blues. Good pressure this time by Derngate. Finn in there, forcing the mistake from Liverpool. Derngate very much involved in these early stages on her Blues debut, signed from Chelsea. The trialist working it well down the right-hand side for Liverpool, and they've got themselves out of a tight spot with help from Fisk at centre-back. Lundgaard dropping in space, eluding a plethora of Blues challenges. It's helped out to this near side, the right. Parry galloping forward, right-footed ball into the penalty area. Mason chose to take a touch and clear her lines, out for a throw-in, but for all Blues positive play, danger signs in Liverpool.
Yeah, it was just too easy for them to switch the ball there. You know, she picked it up in the final third and was allowed to come back, travel inside, and then switch the ball. I think we need to lock on to stop that switch play.
Parry. Now short. Fisk. Lundgaard linking up well. Liverpool working this well back out to the right-hand side. Parry. Derngate for company. No way through. Derngate did enough. Goal kick for Blues. Good defending in there. You can hear Matt Beard down there on the edge of his technical area, barking instructions to his side. Boasts a very impressive CV. He won Women's Super League back-to-back titles in 2013 and 2014 to end Arsenal's 9-year dominance with Liverpool in his first spell. Brought back here in May 2021, went on to win the Barclays Championship. Get Liverpool back into the top flights in his second debut season. Something that Darren Carter's looking to do with his Blues side this coming campaign after they slenderly missed out last time out. Bristol City just whipping them to the post. Good work in there from Cowie. It's Quinn. After a bit of Liverpool pressure, Blues are just looking to get their foot on the ball.
Yeah, we just need to settle in possession now.
Walker flicks on. Cowie's made a positive burst down the right-hand side. Now Quinn, angle to cross, and it comes deep towards the back post and almost caught out Liverpool goalkeeper Laws. Wasn't too short.
You don't mind it though, you don't mind it. I mean, Quinny does that in her sleeve anyway, so.
If she claimed that was a shot?
Yeah, she'll take that all day.
Certainly had Rachel Laws scampering underneath her crossbar, but it remains 0-0 here at St Andrews. Blues' final pre-season test. Liverpool finishing 7th in the Barclays Women's Super League last season. Frustratingly, I'm sure, for the red side behind their rivals Everton. Through the men's team in action just down the road at Villa Park. Don't think they're getting on too well either. There's this really good work from Jade Pennock to draw the foul in a really promising position for Blues. The Women's Championship Player of the Season last campaign, Jade Pennock, caused a plethora of defences nightmares last season. And looking to do the same.
Yeah, I've got no doubt she'll do the exact same this season.
Yeah, mustered 13 goals in all, Pennock. As Blues have another set piece and a promising position, this time on the right-hand side. Quinn looking favourite to deliver once again. It's the young eight who will sweep it in. There's Pennock with the header at the front post. Just took a nick in its way through off a red shirt. It will be a Blues corner. Possesses such danger in there. Pennock draws so many red shirts towards her. One of them getting the vital touch over the crossbar. There's really good Blues pressure inside the opening 10 minutes, taking the game to the Merseyside side. Quinn from the left flank. Steered towards the back post, just eludes Gemma Lawley, who was peeling away from the plethora of red shirts. Just stands behind out of play, but it's Blues who are asking all the questions in the early exchanges.
Yeah, we're looking really confident.
Lundgaard had come short. Instead, it's fired down the right-hand side for Natasha Flint. Fahey. Fisk. Squeezed on the left-hand side, dealt with first by Lawley. And then Mason is across to clear away for Blues. Blues doing really well to frustrate Liverpool and close down any sort of avenues that they can look to explore, to exploit. Hines' throw. It's worked out for Fahey. Parry now, gliding in field past Derngate, loses out though. Mason there to pick up the pieces for Blues. Lawley's got Pennock making the burst ahead of her. She's also got reinforcements in the form of Cowie. Really disciplined play from Blues, just taking their time, not forcing anything. Don't want to surrender possession easily. Cowie. Pennock's made the run beyond her. Pennock just running out of room at the vital moment as Blues look to spring into action.
Yeah, we're doing well to keep possession. I just think it's just that making that final decision when we do go forward. Obviously, Jade was a bit unlucky there, but like I said before, we're looking really confident on the ball.
Blues thought they might have just nicked the ball in a very offensive position.
Yeah, don't know what the ref was seeing there. He must be watching a different game.
Hey, squeezing it down the right-hand side when Natasha Flint has made the burst into the channel for Liverpool. Ellie Mason for company. No way past Ellie Mason. Forces the corner. Liverpool's first of the game. Taylor opting to switch to a right-footed delivery. We're changing corner tactics from the women in the middle, but Lucy Thomas, an expert bit of goalkeeping, clearing the ball in her 6-yard box to steer away any sort of danger. Kept 11 clean sheets in all last season, the Blues shot stopper. He looks to explore an avenue forward. Walker had made the burst, but
yeah, I think there we just need to hold on to the ball a bit. Just come out the other side. Just keep the ball as much as possible. Try to tire them out a little bit. But yeah, it doesn't need to go forward every single time.
There's Flint. Good hold-up play. Fisk. Summer signing from West Ham. She's on the ball now. Fahey. Liverpool's turn to play keep ball now. Finn sticking with Shaw, stride for stride in the midfield, and eventually Blues turn the ball over. And that seems to be the pattern of the half so far. Liverpool, for all their attractive football, unable to really explore any avenues to go forward, and Blues in really robust shape and discipline to turn the ball over. Once again, maybe just forcing it, Shiv.
Yeah, it's just like what I said before. I think it doesn't need to go forward every single time. Like, don't get tired of having the ball. Move it along the back line as long as you need to until you're sure. Then you can play forward. Because the more you move it along the back line, the more gaps are going to open.
Here's Fisk. Lundgaard, heavy touch back from her. Forces the Blues throw. Again, Blues' policy of containment being executed well so far. Walker gets the touch off Hines. Blues corner kick. Still remains 0-0 here at St Andrews. Blues, though, asking all the questions in the opening 15 minutes. Quinn, right arm raised to deliver from this left-hand side. And he goes again towards Lawley, beaten in the air by Fahey. Now Finn. Reload into the penalty area, but it's too long and easy pickings for the Liverpool goalkeeper. Now the trialist for the away side. Helps it out to Flint. Parry. Lundgaard can't escape the clutches of Mason, and Mason gets the decision as well. Great defending. You just threw your arms up in an exasperated manner at that recent delivery for Blues down the other end of the pitch here. What would you want to see from that reload into the penalty area?
Again, I feel like I'm just repeating myself about 10 times today. But, yeah, we just need to hold on to the ball a bit more. Like, again, it doesn't need to go in straight away. I mean, it wasn't like she had a lot of options anyway, but even just to go back to Lucy so we can reset and then go again.
Flint again, effective in an offensive position, invites Hines into play. Ball into the penalty area is dealt with by Heron. Cowie now, foot race with Hines, scampering down the left-hand side, and Blues fortuitous with a deflection, takes it behind for a goal kick. But Liverpool slowly but surely growing into the game. You feel that Blues need to make their possession count.
100%.
Thomas short to New Heron. Signed after recently departing from Sunderland. Made a debut as a 16-year-old for the Black Cats, spending 4 years in the Northeast. Starting at centre-back for Blues today. There's Remy Allen in a second spell for Blues, captaining the side this afternoon as she sprays it out to Cowie. Make tracks down the right-hand side. It's a slide draw pass for Pennock, who hadn't made the dart forward. Those two not singing from the same hymn sheet, and Pennock just signalling there that I think she wanted it to feet, a bit more direct.
I think Abby was trying to put her in behind, but I think, like you said, Jada was looking for feet there.
So 20 minutes gone here at St Andrews as Darren Carter just makes his way out onto the edge of his technical area again. Standing hands on hips. Heavy challenge comes in from behind from Sophie Lundgaard. Ellie Mason fouled, free kick Blues. It's fine out towards Cow, who did well to control and keep the ball in play from Gemma Lawley, just offers a hand of apology.
All right, this is now where we need to keep it now. Keep it.
Blues looking to channel the wise words of Jim Wilson alongside me this afternoon. Fantastic play from Niamh Heron. Looks to set Derngate on her way down the left-hand side. Left footing ball into the penalty area, deflected, could go anywhere. It's headed towards goal. And Laws just sticks out of hand. There's a bundle of bodies inside the 6-yard box. Great play from Niamh Heron.
That was a great ball.
Defence spinning ball down the left-hand side. Katie Derngate got the better of her marker. Delivered the ball into the penalty area. Took a nick on its way through. It's made it awkward for the Liverpool back line. Invited the pressure from Walker and Remy Allen in there, the two that have come off worse. Remy Allen just being assessed by the medical staff. The Blues captain this afternoon in a second spell with Blues. Was here 2014 to 2016, signed after departing the near neighbours down the road. And has experience at winning this league with Leicester City. Really popular figure in her first spell here, Remy Allen. She seems to be okay, just being marshalled off the field by the physios. Bit of an innocuous one in there. The ball was there to be won and maybe just a clash of bodies. The gaffer be impressed with what he's seen so far?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, in terms of defending, I think we've been top. It looks like we're getting first to pretty much most of the balls and winning all our duels. It's just, again, that final ball. That's probably the only thing I would say we need to improve on so far.
Here's Allen. St Andrews sunshine. Mason. There's Heron. Spraying out to the right-hand side where Cowie is waiting. Pennock. Cowie just eased off the ball by Hines. Now Flint. There's Fisk. Fahey, the captain, firing it forward. The trialist can't get the better of Mason. Blues emerge with possession again. That's something I've been impressed with so far from Blues. Every time Liverpool look to explore an avenue forward, it's Blues who can just wrestle possession off the Super League side and look to build a counter-attack as they're doing here. Allen looking to pour it to the edge of the penalty area. Cut out, though, by Fahey. Something you have to say, both defensive lines doing superbly well at nullifying any sort of attack that either offence can pose so far.
I think, obviously, we've had the better chances so far in the game. I wouldn't say they were clear cut, but we're creating what seems to be a lot more than what Liverpool are at the minute.
Eve Heron just shepherding the ball behind from the Liverpool trialist. Remains 0-0, just ticking up to the 24th minute mark. Blues, of course, coming into this season off a really good streak at the back end of last campaign. A 7-game win streak to end the season with. Lost just one in their last 16 league fixtures to extend a little more, which saw them close the gap on Bristol City. But just not enough as Pennock marauding forward. Trading passes with Quinn, who returns the pass through the centre. Dealt with, however, by Picard and seen to safety.
That's what we need, just a little bit more in that final third, just a few more combinations.
I think that's where Pennock's most dangerous, when she's running at defenders, getting them on there, on the retreat. As Blues looking to squeeze down the left-hand side. Walker in pursuit, seen away by Fisk.
Yeah, when you've got someone like Jade running at you, yeah, you don't really want to deal with that, not gonna lie.
I feel like you speak from experience in training.
Yeah. Many times in training. I've been embarrassed a little bit.
Spray out to Hines. Something Liverpool have done well in these opening half an hour, have worked their way out from defence to attack really swiftly, and I've done it again here as Shaw just takes a tumble in the midfield. It's Taylor, beg your pardon. Mary Taylor, eager to get on with things. Fisk, the trialist, just plays the ball out of play. Looking for parry on this near side as Blues continue to force the issue. Finn, loose touch, sees her dispossessed. And a trialist for Liverpool can only slide out of play behind for a Blues goal kick. The tempo of the game just stalling slightly as we tick over 25 minutes.
Yeah, like I feel like there's not really been much going on, if I'm being honest. From both teams, to be fair. Not really, no one's really creating anything. But I don't know. now it's looking like there might be something.
Yeah, game in the balance. Pre-season, of course, a time to experiment, to tinker, to shuffle the pack and test out tactics. Lundgaard looks to escape down the right-hand side. Mason keeps her within her grasp. There's Quinn, looking to get the better of the Liverpool midfielder Taylor, who wrestles possession off Blues. There's Shaw. Picard. Fired forward by Fahey into the pocket. Lundgaard made the run, just ran out of room, and the ball outran her behind for a goal kick. Solid defence from Blues once again, forcing Liverpool to be uncomfortable in their passing, looking to take the risk rather than any easy options presenting themselves for the away side.
Yeah, I know I said before about there not being much going on, but that is credit to, you know, us from not allowing them to do anything. So we just need to, like I said, just be a bit more patient going forward.
There's Fisk. Flint. Fahey spins, retreats to Rachel Laws. Picard. Lundgaard under pressure from Jamie Fink can only pass the ball into the advertising hoardings. Blues throw. You talk about the resolute back line from Blues and the sturdy shape. It's something that saw them only concede 22 goals in the Championship last season, something you were part of. Derngate found brilliantly down the left-hand side, steers into the penalty area. Laws can gather under pressure from Walker. But all the joy that Blues are finding is coming down this left-hand side. Katie Derngate offering herself as an option on various occasions and being found brilliantly again.
Yeah, again, another good cross into the box. I just think someone needs to make that front post run. And then again, Neve, great ball.
Steered forward. Lawley is there to hook away only as far as Sophie Lundgaard. Fahey. Aims it towards the right-hand side. Parry hadn't made the burst forward. Derngate able to recover. Thomas's clearance just took a nick off the Liverpool trialist. Here's Flint, looking to work an angle to strike towards goal. Tame in the end, easy for Lucy Thomas, bread and butter for the Blues goalkeeper, but Natasha Flint certainly looking like a threat in these opening 30 minutes.
Yeah, but Lucy's saving that in her sleep.
Pennock, good footwork, gliding in field, offloading for Heron. Mason, looking for the feet of Derngate. It's back with Heron, taking a risk against Flint, but getting the better of the Liverpool striker. Lawley, Liverpool happy enough to let Blues have the ball in their own back line. There's Allen. Darren Carter offering words of encouragement, encouraging Heron to carry the ball forward, and she finds Mason making tracks down the left-hand side. Just might have overcooked that into the path of Derngate, and it proves with the ball rolling behind for the goal kick, and Liverpool are going to make a flurry of changes now.
Yeah, I just think that was the wrong option there. I think if Ellie would have taken one less touch and played it into Claude, Claude could have been on the back turn there and even gone on her own or even put Jade through.
So Fahey, Pickard and the trialist making way for Liverpool. On is another trialist, Jenna Clark, Kerry Holland. So like we said, pre-season, a time for experimenting. And Matt Beard with his first throw of the dice from the Liverpool bench. Liverpool coincidentally have a packed bench compared to the 5 options that Blues have from the subs. Of course, the newly laid technical areas that the coaching staff and substitutes can enjoy as part of the renovations here at St Andrews that have been going on all through the summer as part of the new ownership. Tom Wagner and co looking to take Birmingham City to the top on all fronts, women's, men's and the academy, to make it the best they can be and unleash the potential of this brilliant football club.
Well, I did ask to be on the bench to make up numbers, but they weren't having it. They weren't having it.
Did you pack your shin bags and boots anyway?
Got my boots off here, what do you mean? My shin pads are already on.
As Holland, who's recently introduced to proceedings, just takes a seat on the turf. Of course, the last thing you want in pre-season is to rack up the list on the medical table. So Matt Beard, I'm sure, and coaching staff will take all sorts of precautions. But Kerry Holland seems to be okay. Back to her feet. Darren Carter just turning away in frustration as Thomas looked long. Wants to implement his philosophy, playing out from the back. It's something that we've seen Blues do in these opening 35 minutes to great effect. Niamh Herron, Ellie Mason and Gemma Lawley figuring a great defensive three back there, but Darren Carter frustrated that they've surrendered possession easily. And Liverpool can look to build an offence themselves. Holland trading passes with Fisk and helping it back to Bonner. Fisk. Bonner, who doesn't have a number on or a name on the back of her shirt, but has taken to the turf at centre-back for Fahey, aiming towards Natasha Flint, who had made the burst down the channel, runs away from her and behind out of play for a Blues goal kick.
I think it's pretty much the same story for both teams, to be fair, just that final ball. But obviously, I'm going to say that we're playing better, because we are. Blues certainly asking all the questions going forward when they do manage to work the ball into the offensive third. Could experience a bit of commentator's curse now as Liverpool working out to the left-hand side. Hines squeezing it down the channel for Holland, faced by Lawley on that far side. Hines has continued to run into the penalty area, cuts it across the 6-yard box. Nobody home in a red shirt. And Derngate can steer away, but alarm bells ringing for Blues at the back for a moment there. Barry. Linsgaard. Liverpool will reset on the halfway line. There's Clark. Bonner. Steering it out to this near side for Fisk. Liverpool enjoying their offensive phase, but quickly nuffed out by some good work in the midfield by Blues. I think Jay just needs a shot there. She can take that down. She's got loads of time. Ref will have that. No. Never mind.
Pennock does win the throw off of Jenna Clark, however. Blues looking to end the half strong. They have really nullified the threat of Liverpool up top that Flint and Linsgaard possess. Liverpool coming closest maybe through Natasha Flint's drive from the edge of the penalty area early in the first half. Blues, meanwhile, have found joy down the left-hand side through new signing Katie Derngate. Unable to beat Rachel Laws just yet, however. Here's Pennock looking to change Blues' fortunes. Just runs out of room on that far side. She's squeezed under pressure from Jenna Clark. Finds his throw. Flint fortuitous with the ricochet off of Quinn. Fisk rolls it in field. Looking to create something. First time whip ball into the right-hand channel. Linsgaard.
Yeah, nice.
Lynn's got the better of Mason, but gets no change out of the Blues summer signing. who also boasts an impressive CV herself. Watford, Chelsea, Millwall, Lionesses, London City, amongst others. Who's securing the signing of the 27-year-old in the summer. Sporting a number 3 shirt this afternoon. She'll squeeze it down the left-hand side. Walker, first touch, just got away from her. That'll allow Fisk to come back in and work it back to the goalkeeper, Laws. Holland, smart first touch away from Allen. Lundgaard. Taylor. There's Bonner. Now Clark. Again, Liverpool following suit with Blues, being patient in their build-up, waiting for the moment to pounce. Taylor. Fisk. Driving forward. There's Shaw, edge of the penalty area. Shepherded well by Allen. Liverpool's best spell of the game so far. They just lose out, and now this is where Pennock's dangerous. Driving over the halfway line. She's got Clark for company over there, looking to go the long way round, this substitute, who shows a good turn of pace to work it back to Laws. And in turn, shows good composure.
Yeah, I think her touch outside, that kind of killed her a little bit, because gives her a bit more work to do. If she just kept on driving towards goal, like down the mouth of the goal, if you're a defender and someone's running at you in that situation, you ain't got a clue what to do.
Clark and Holland not on the same hymn sheet, and it's worked out towards Pennock, right-hand side. Kept the ball in play, checks back, driving into the 18-yard box, pulls it back for Quinn. Vital interception from Holland, now Finn. Lawley, Blues happy to reset the phase of play. Looking to end the half strong, 4 minutes until the 45 are up. Heron. Here's Allen. Mason's taken up an offensive position down the left-hand side to support the attack, forced in field. Switch towards Lawley, having to work overtime to keep it in play, which is something she hasn't managed to do.
Yeah, again, I don't know if that was the right decision. I think Elle was in a really good position there. She was in quite a bit of space. If Neve would have just passed that into her, Elle could have been on the half turn and she would have had the whole pitch open up in front of her. But yeah, I think obviously because we were approaching half time, I think those are the little things that we need to tidy up on. Just the finer details, like you don't always need to make the Hollywood pass. Sometimes the better passes are the ones that actually don't look that great.
Mason just slicing out of play under pressure from Lundgaard. Liverpool looking to take the advantage heading into the half-time break. Holland gets the decision from the linesman. Parry begging for some movement ahead of her. Flint has made the burst towards the byline. Heavy touch though, and she prevents the goal kick. Surrenders for the throw-in. Good containment from Blues. Shoving the back on Lucy Quinn. Blues happy to enjoy possession on their own back line, just searching for an avenue to explore. Thomas approaching out of a penalty area, firing it forward towards Walker. It's over her head. It's dealt with by Bonner. Dungate emerges with possession. Now Quinn, bit of space for her to operate. Pennock looks to complete the switch out towards the right-hand side. The intervention was by Jenna Clark, who just took a knock for her troubles. Free kick Liverpool. You can see what the idea was there, maybe just a bit quicker on the ball.
Yeah, I think, again, it just goes back to just that last pass in the final third. I think we're kind of in the headspace of where once we get into that final third, it's like we have to force the pass because we're so close to go. We just need to just chill out a little bit.
Here's Clark. Freezes past Pennock, fires it into the feet. Shaw, who hits the deck. But Liverpool retain possession as we tick in to added time at the end of the first half. Squeeze down the channel towards Holland, easy enough for Heron to watch behind. Looks like we'll have 2 minutes of additional time. Just seeing the referee signal to his fourth official. It's the first minute of that now. Mason trades passes with Allen. It's the medical staff needed for a bit of an innocuous challenge.
I'm not sure if there was a... I don't think there was a challenge on that one.
Yeah, a bit of an innocuous one. It's an off the ball incident.
I don't know, it could be anything. Could be knee, could be ankle.
Gives the players a chance to get some liquids on board just on the stroke of half-time. Kicking off their season against Blackburn Rovers. A final preparation against Liverpool. They've held their own, that's for sure. And then some. And the referee decides to call half-time early with the injury at the end of the first half. Well, an enterprising first half from both sides. Neither side able to break the deadlock. Liverpool forced to settle for some snatch shots from outside the penalty area. Blues finding joy down the flanks, but unable to find a way past Rachel Laws. What sort of things would Darren Carter be saying in that changing room? What sort of things will Darren Carter be saying in that changing room, Shiv, at half-time?
I think it will be quite a positive talk, to be fair. Again, I think out of the two teams, we've been the better team, 100%. I think it's just tightening up on the little things like the passes, being a bit more patient in the final third, not going forward straight away. But overall, I think it'll be a pretty positive half-time talk.
So just need to fine-tune the details at half-time, the words from Shiv Wilson. And that's where Blues head into the changing rooms after 45 minutes. Neither side able to break the deadlock here at St Andrews. It's Blues 0, Liverpool 0. Join us in a few minutes. We'll take you through some analysis of that first half action. So 0-0 at half-time here at St Andrews. Shiv Wilson alongside me watching that first half play out. Interesting and enterprising from both sides. Maybe both just lacking that quality ball in the final third to test the keepers.
Yeah, for sure. I think both teams haven't really created too much, and it's pretty much the same story for Liverpool and us, to be fair. It's just that final ball, not too much patience when it gets to the final third. So I think that will definitely be a talking point in the changing room at the minute. And yeah, I just think we just need to be a bit more patient when we're in possession, even if we have to switch it on the back line like 3 or 4 times before we can actually see a decent enough option to go forward. But yeah, I think overall, not terrible, but there are things that we can work on. That
final ball lacking maybe in the final third, but is that a credit to how well both sides have defended? Blues limiting to Liverpool to snapshots on the edge of the penalty area, and Liverpool defending well when the ball has come into their 18-yard box.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, when there's been no chances created, it means that the defence is doing their job. So yeah, I think for us and for them too, we're defending. Well, both teams are defending pretty well. But again, I just think the more you attack a team, the more pressure you put on the defence, they're more likely to make a mistake. But again, neither team doing that at the minute. So I think on both sides, a bit comfortable.
And in the Blues back line, well, Ellie Mason and Niamh Heron linking up well, the 2 new signings. Heron displaying great vision and linking up well down this left-hand side with Derngate, who's found a lot of joy down the left flank as well. Yeah,
I mean, I think she played 2 balls, Niamh, and they were absolutely class. Nearly fell off my chair. But yeah, we've had a lot of joy. I think most of our joy has come down this left-hand side, to be fair, because I don't think, especially when she's obviously the middle centre-back, she's driving down the centre of the pitch, I don't think they're expecting her to play that ball. So when Katie does get it here, she's in acres and acres of space. So yeah, maybe that is something we need to do a bit more, but it could be a thing where they've clocked onto it now and they're going to be able to read it a bit more. But I think not even just going to the left-hand side, I've not really seen too much of Jade either. And obviously, as we all know, she scores goals for fun. So if we can get her involved a little bit more, I think that's going to help us create and hopefully score some chances.
As a fullback yourself, a marauding fullback, loves to get forward. Is that a dream to have a centre-back who can just pick a pass and put it right on your instep from the back?
Yeah, especially when you're a wing-back as well, because obviously you've got to cover the whole length of the pitch. So it's one of them where if you've made that run and the ball don't get to you, you're fuming, because I've had to run all that way and I'm not getting the ball. But yeah, it's to have that. I think not a lot of teams, well, in our league anyway, not that I've seen, have centre-backs who can have that sort of distribution. And she can do it on the left, she can do it on the right. So I think it's a really important, I was going to say aspect, that doesn't even make any sense. It's a very important weapon for us to have. There we go.
There are plenty of weapons in the Blues arsenal. You were calling for Blues to be a bit more patient in possession. How easy is it to implement that on the pitch? Obviously, we're up here calling things from the gantry. As a player down there, if your manager gives you some advice in the change room, something that the gaffer wants you to do, what's the mindset like of taking that on board and trying to calm yourself down on the pitch? Is it easier said than done?
I mean, when you're down there, you see the game completely different to how we're seeing it up there. So I could be like, oh, she should have played it there, she should have played it there. But when you're there, that pass may not be on because it's from a different angle. Do you know what I'm saying? So I just try. Obviously, I'm not saying I don't listen to Carts, because I do. I hope he's not listening to this, by the way. Carts, I do listen to you. But I think it's important first to you make the decision, and then let's say you make that decision and it's wrong, then you can be like, okay, Carts, I'm sorry, like, I'll do it on the next one. But again, I always like to go with what I see. So he could be on the side and be like, oh, Shiv, you should have played it long. But I'm like, to me, that doesn't look like it's on. So I kind of always go with what I feel first. And then if that don't work, then I've got to do what he says.
So the conclusions from that conversation is you do listen to your manager.
Yeah,
That's,
by the way, guys, please don't think I don't listen to him, because I do, I swear.
So we just see some Liverpool players making their way out back onto the field of play. Will Blues be looking to the bench? When will Darren Carter make his substitution? We did mention in the first half that Liverpool hold a lot more reinforcements than Blues do in this fixture. Will Carter be looking for the bench at the moment, or will he want to keep his experiment on the pitch so far? Will he have been pleased with what they've done? Will he give it 10 minutes, 15 minutes before he starts making changes?
I wouldn't be surprised if changes are made at half-time, just because it's pre-season. You want to give people a run out. You want to see kind of who fits where, maybe test players out in new positions, see what players work well with each other. So, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it's not looking like anyone is coming on, but I don't think, if no one comes on at half-time, I don't think it'd be long before he does make some changes.
So just a few minutes to go until we'll see the players re-emerge for the second half of their final pre-season test. Liverpool just making their way out back onto the field. Now 0-0 stalemate still at St Andrews. Blues looking to make the breakthrough. Shiv Wilson alongside me calling for them to get Jay Pennock, last season's top goal scorer, on the ball now, which is a bit of a given. Sort of thirsted of possession, and I think that's down to what we were discussing earlier, both sides being very resilient in defence.
Yeah, but again, we need to get our forwards involved in the game a little bit more. But at the same time, when you are getting your forwards involved, you need the support behind. So it's all well and good giving them the ball, but if they've got no support, then there's not really much they can do with it. So,
of course, Ellie Mason, Niamh Heron, Remy Allen and Katie Derngate, the 5 signings of the 6 in the summer, making a good account of themselves on their debut in front of the Blues faithful, with some pre-season games played behind closed doors before this fixture, but the big one against Liverpool right before we kick the season off. Have you been impressed with the 5 signings?
This might the crowd looks like there's a lot more people here than when we were playing last season. But no, I think, when you're a new player at a new club, I think your debut is, especially in front of fans and especially a home debut, is always going to probably be a bit daunting. But it don't look like any of them are fazed by it, to be fair. So
you mentioned the capacity that's and the attendance that's here this afternoon. Maybe that's to do with the buzz that's around Birmingham City at the moment, with the whole takeover on all fronts, women's, men's academy. Is that influenced the camp at all? I know you said you've been probably training separately, but I'm sure you've WhatsApp group chats and the like. How much has sort of the takeover influenced conversations in the changing room?
I think it's I think it's important for us to not just connect on the pitch, but off the pitch as well. Because you need to feel like you've kind of got that relationship with the girls outside of football as well. So when you have that, it helps your relationship transfer onto the pitch, if that makes sense.
So Blues making their way back out onto the turf for the second half. Doesn't look like there's any changes at half-time in the Blues camp, so Thomas will start in goal, Lawley, Heron and Mason at the back, Derngate and Cowie providing width from wing-back, Allen and Finn in the middle, with Lucy Quinn just in behind Jay Pennock and Claudia Walker leading the line, who we said the offensive third for Blues, just maybe being starved of a bit of service, maybe doing a disservice to the Liverpool back line, who have been resilient, just as resilient as Blues, and Liverpool have also made a flurry more changes. Bo Kearns making her way onto the field, the number 7. Blues sticking though with their 11 in the St Andrews sunshine. See how much of Darren Carter and of course new assistant coach Emily Simpkins, how much of their words have sunk in to the Blues camp. From the half-time break, 0-0, continue to be in a stalemate here at St Andrews. The game on a knife edge, both sides with the potential to take the lead. Both sides had half chances in that first half. And we're underway for the second period at St Andrews. Here's Heron, who really impressed in that first half with her defensive capabilities and both her vision and offensive players. Immediately Holland with a chance to strike at goal and sends it high over the crossbar, but Blues were just torn open there with Holland in all sorts of space.
Still in the changing room, I think.
So the first chance of the second period falls the visitors' way. Kerry Holland unable to take advantage of Blues losing possession in a dangerous area. Sending a shot high over the crossbar as Quinn looks to pick out Pennock over the top, dealt with by Clark back there for Liverpool. Both sides certainly coming storming out of the blocks, high tempo in these very early exchanges in the second half. Liverpool want to get on with it quickly. Referee, though, pulls it back to where the free kick was originally given. There's Flint. Something we saw from Flint in the first half. Good hold-up play again. I just done that at the expense of her boot. It's just adjusts as Liverpool come forward down the left-hand side. Holland, who had that chance early in the second half. Left-footed ball into the middle. It's dealt with by Heron only as far as Natasha Flint to strike towards goal. Lucy Thomas with a comfortable save in the end, one that you expect her to make.
100%. I mean, I think it was pretty comfortable for her, straight at her, but at the same time, Tash Flint can't be in acres of space there. Someone's got to be picking up.
Blues have worked this well, inviting Derngate to maraud forward down the left-hand side. She's got Quivisto for company. In swings into the middle. Laws palms away, just gets enough on it, the Liverpool goalkeeper, to take it away from Finn, arriving at the back post. Chances at both ends for both sides. Pennock, meanwhile, steering into the middle. Walker unable to connect, and Liverpool can look to mop things up at the back. But Derngate, who was a constant threat in that first half, following suit in the second. And now Walker, right-footed drive, denied by Rachel Laws. Had to palm it behind. Blues corner kick in the second half, their first of the second period. Blues starting strong.
Yeah, I mean, we said at half-time, didn't we, that both teams need to start creating a bit more chances. And I think both are doing that at the minute.
Derngate. Full into the penalty area. Dealt with by Liverpool, only as far as Pinnock. Blues have worked this back into an offensive position well. Steered into the 18-yard box. Dealt with at the back by Liverpool. Finn. Now Quinn. Smart turn away. Aaron. Heron in the centre circle, fires into the feet of Allen. Lovely touch round the corner, but Liverpool centre-back was alert to it. Gemma Bonner shepherding it back to her goalkeeper, and there's Ellie Mason to do the same. Mason in field to Quinn. Lovely turn away from the challenge. Works it out to Derngate. Ball down the line, deflected out for a Blues throw-in. Certainly Blues starting the second half stronger than the end of the first. Linking up well. And you see the target is Derngate down that left-hand side. They're eager to work the ball out to her at every opportunity. Quinn. Look for the 1-2 with Derngate. Didn't come off. Liverpool looking to counter-attack, but it's another loose ball from the Reds. The throw was aimed towards Walker. There's Quinn. Well, unable to steer away. Quinn showing good strength. Picked up by Holland. Tash Flint wins the throw-in for Liverpool, but Blues start the second half with a period of dominance. Liverpool struggling to get out. They get some respite with this throw-in.
I'm going to say that they heard my team talk from up here, because what I said is what they're doing.
Channeled into the changing room. Clark, loose ball down the line, picked up by Cowie, just played in front of Claudia Walker and swept up by Bonner. Here's Holland, searching for Tash Flint, who's made the burst down the right channel. Mason for company, and Ellie Mason sticks with her stride for stride and can tidy up with the help of Thomas. Wasn't too tidy though. Blues get away with it.
Yeah, you ain't getting past Elle there. It's not happening.
Yeah, good turn of pace from Mason. And a lovely switch ball into the St Andrews sunshine to Cowie. Squeeze
but
ball.
again, it was going back to what I was saying, like Neve's distribution on the ball. She can do it both sides.
Yeah, she's been immense on the ball, the summer signing from Sunderland. Walker, meanwhile, showing good strength. And fired towards goal from Derngate, took it on herself. Saw an opening and went for it, just got under it.
Positive, a lot more positive than the first half.
Just a loose pass back to her goalkeeper from Birmingham. Blues again forcing the errors for the Super League side. And looking to take the advantage with their second corner of the second period. Derngate from the right-hand side, who's been really impressive on her display in front of the supporters. It's high towards the back post, but it's safe hands from Rachel Laws, the Liverpool goalkeeper, looking to quickly distribute. Blues, who have been on the front foot in the opening 7 minutes or so in this second half. Liverpool looking to change that. Natasha Flint leading the line and bringing the Reds forward. Birmingham sliding in towards Hines. Worley shepherding it at the expense of a corner kick.
Yeah, I think she was expecting Lucy to come for that there.
So from one corner at one end to the other.
Yeah, you can see the game now is getting a bit transitional now. So to me that shows that both teams have been given information, let's attack a bit more and stop sitting in.
Driven delivery into the middle, dealt with by Blues. Quinn, hopefully with those attacking tactics, we'll get a bit more of an open game. Misplaced pass is from Holland. Seen a few of those from Liverpool. Passes going astray. Credit to the Blues press, forcing them to make decisions. Quinn takes a tumble. Quinn gets the decision. Just remains down on the deck for a brief moment. Here's Lawley, enters her own penalty area. Heron. Mason. Heron again, assessing the field of play in front of her. Chooses to go short to Allen. Thought about the switch field ball, instead short to Lawley. Turns back under pressure from Daniels, the German. Again, see that range of passing, sensational from Heron. Lawley squeezing it down the right-hand side, it's towards Walker. Clark dominant in the air. Hines looking to hold off Pennock. And Clark can work it back to the goalkeeper. Laws under pressure from Quinn. Had to get there first and did. Moving up. Trades passes with Daniels. Lovely spray ball out towards Tash Flint, who's forced slightly wide as the ball outruns her. Picks up near the corner flag. Holland with the St Andrews sunshine, gliding across the turf in field. Short it goes to O'Kearns. Into the middle by Fisk. A tumble in the penalty area, nothing doing by the referee, just a coming together.
Ooh,
Pinnock skips
lovely.
past the challenger Clark, barrelling down the right-hand side. Works inside to Walker. She's got Quinn and Pinnock up with her. Pinnock just claiming that she was being held as she looked to make the burst into the penalty area by Kerry Holland. Nothing doing from the linesman, who continue to hear Jade Pinnock's complaints.
I think the ref's got his sunglasses on because I could see that from here.
It was brilliant play in the build-up from the Blues number 7. Lovely ball in field to Walker, who looked for the return. Pinnock definitely had Holland for pace. Referee choosing to let the infringement go unpunished. And now Herringer bringing Liverpool forward. She's got Daniels up with her. Herringer up in the middle.
Great
Daniels
defending.
looking for her. Brilliant defending from Lawley. Holland, who's certainly the dynamo in that Reds midfield now, linking defence to attack as she links up with Herminger. Lovely slide draw pass for Daniels, goes down in the penalty area. Brilliant challenge back there from Niamh Heron, got all ball back to her goalkeeper Lucy Thomas. Sensational. Hasn't put a foot wrong, Niamh Heron.
I was just about to say she's been class today. Absolutely class.
Just as Jana Daniels looking to pull the trigger, Niamh Heron with a defiant sliding challenge. But Liverpool carving chances in the second half, bringing much more joy than they did in the first. Here's Daniels. Hines looking to turn away from Cowie, easier said than done. It will be Liverpool with the throw, right in front of their manager, Matt Beard. Daniels offers her services short. Hines ignores her. Daniels has turned out into midfield. Here she is. Liverpool have worked this well. Lovely reverse ball from O'Kearns. Steered into the penalty area. Daniels towards goal. Couldn't direct the header on target.
Yeah, that was a great bit of play from Liverpool there.
Carving Blues open down their left-hand side. Lovely ball stood up into the penalty area. O'Kearns. Slide draw pass, inviting the burst forward from Covisto. And Daniels just having to backpedal slightly to meet the ball in the 18-yard box, generating all the power herself. Couldn't steer the effort on target.
We're just starting to look like we're not getting close in terms of pressure. It just seems like they're picking up the balls, especially in the midfield, and we're not getting tight enough. And I think that's where they're starting to find a bit of joy.
Liverpool looking to go through the gears in this second half as we approach the hour mark. And now Darren Carter will make his first throw of the dice. Libby Smith, Uwan Warzy and Lily Agg. Prepped and ready to go. Cordy Walker will make way, as will Remy Allen and Lucy Quinn, the trio to depart. Liverpool from the restart, immediately looking to capitalise. A chance that goes amiss though. Koivisto steering wide, but it's all Liverpool in these past 5 minutes or so, Shiv.
Yeah, it looks like we're just taking our foot off the gas a little bit. Obviously before it was a bit transitional, but I think Liverpool are just growing in confidence, especially because they've created a few more clear-cut chances than what we have.
Liverpool coming forward again, continuing in the hunt. It's steered towards Flint inside the penalty area, dealt with by Blues. Here's Smith with her first touch. She's being introduced to the fray.
Yeah, this is the time we need to just keep the ball, keep possession, get our confidence back and build from there.
Yeah, Blues looking to settle themselves after a bit of a red scare. Liverpool threatening to grow into the ascendancy with a flurry of chances. Best falling to Yana Daniels. Blues now looking to resettle, find their shape, but they were dispossessed, heads to their own penalty area. Flint with a first-time effort. Got it all wrong, really. Had plenty of red shirts up in support from the edge of the penalty area. Just went for goal, saw the glory, and sent it over the crossbar, and I think that's going to be her last act of the afternoon.
Yeah, I don't think she realised how much time and space she had there. I'm kind of glad that she didn't, because she probably would have hit that target.
So another flurry of changes from Liverpool. Chadwick and Watershead. A trial is being brought on for the Reds. They have a large number of under 21 players in their ranks today, many of whom are now on the field of play.
Nice.
Lovely improvisation from Ag. Didn't quite come off as Liverpool wrestled possession back in the midfield. And the Ag, who signed from London City Lionesses, 53 appearances in all competitions for the capital side. Travelled with Ireland to the World Cup down under. Played against Nigeria and Canada. And what was ultimately heartbreak for Ireland, their early exit.
Yeah, I've played against her for a good couple of years. Know her on a personal level as well, and she's a great girl. But in terms of a player, like, yeah, you know that she's going to get stuck in there. She will not be afraid to put a tackle in.
Yeah, just taking up the mantle in the centre of midfield this afternoon for Blues, as they look to just reassert some dominance on the game. As Shiv mentioned, just maybe taking their foot off the gas in the past 5 minutes or so, allowing Liverpool to get their tails up and apply some pressure. Liverpool coming again down the left-hand side. Here's the German Daniels. Slide draw pass into the penalty area is meant for Hobinger. Daniels keeping the ball in play. And a tight area, Blues can wrestle possession back, and it's Heron who can work the ball to safety. Only as far as a throw-in for Liverpool. There's Warsey. Good strength, wins the throw-in. And it's the path of Smith, just giving herself a bit of leverage with her first touch out wide. And to stand up the Liverpool defender. Smith wins the corner kick. It's good work by the substitute.
Positive. We need a bit more of that. I don't think we've seen the ball in their final third for a good 10 minutes now. So hopefully this now, I don't know, hopefully it will go in. But if not, we need to keep the ball up there and just sustain a bit more pressure.
Derngate on this right-hand side. Pacey delivery into the middle. It's dealt with by the towering Clark above a sea of blue shirts. Heron. Mason up with her. Centre-backs linking up in an offensive position. Mason steers into the penalty area. Here's Ag. Last-ditch defending back there, and the Liverpool players gone down in the penalty area. Blues sportingly put the ball and hold the throw-in. And Liverpool won't want to add to the casualty list anymore. They're just ticking over 67 minutes with a break in play. More positive from both sides in this second half.
No, 100%. I think within the last couple of minutes or so, we've given them a little bit more to think about. And obviously with that chance that we nearly had just there, I think Lil was a bit unlucky. Her first touch kind of killed her a little bit. She probably needed to open out, and then she would have had the whole goal to aim at. But again, positive.
Liverpool certainly having their best spell of the game in this second half, unable to take advantage. Anna Daniels with a header that she saw steer wide. Of course, this is the final warm-up game for Blues before they kick off the season away to Blackburn Rovers on the Saturday 26th of August. And then we're back here for the visit of your former club, Crystal Palace, on Sunday the 3rd of September.
Yeah, it literally feels like the season ended yesterday, and it's come round again so quick. But at the same time, it feels like it's been the longest 3 months of my life. But
Liverpool centre back just getting back to her feet after a lengthy delay. It's brave defending in there against Lily Ag, who looked to capitalise on a bit of lapsing concentration from the Liverpool back line down the left-hand side of the penalty area. The offside flag is raised in defiance of the Blues' attack. So we'll have a free kick for Liverpool in their right-back position. Fired forward by Rachel Laws. Ag physical and dominant in the air. Goivisto left on a heap on the floor following that challenge. She's got back to her feet though. As Blues have the throw-in down the left-hand side. Again, after both sides came flying out of the traps following the half-time whistle, the tempo of the game just stalling slightly. Blues looking to move up the gears and take advantage. Smith skips away from the challenge. Derngate in support. Now Ag. Happy to reset possession. Lawley. Hopeful ball forward, might fall for Smith. Vital challenge back there, last-ditch defending. As Smith was just about to pull the trigger.
It was another good ball. I don't know. I'm hoping she's all right. But again, it a positive play, playing the ball forward a lot more.
And Libby Smith, just as she was about to unleash, caught by the Liverpool defender. Cause for concern for Libby Smith. She looked to get back to her feet, but just couldn't stand comfortably, so has stayed down and surrounded by her teammates. Medical staff are just giving her a check over now.
Anytime I see someone go down, honestly, I get PTSD. I'm traumatised.
Well, I'm sorry to say I was actually here to witness that.
Oh, you saw it?
It was
Oh,
yeah, an
goodness.
awful sight.
Yeah, I remember the exact. I'm looking at the
Yeah.
exact location as well.
Yeah.
And here's me thinking I tried to stand up and just walk. Nah, not happening.
The road to recovery almost complete, though.
Yeah, I mean, I'm through the worst part, so that's a positive. But it was just, I didn't. Obviously, I knew that it was going to be hard, but when it's your knee and your knee requires you to walk, and you know, that's literally your daily routine. You can't drive, you can't go to the shop, like you can't go to the toilet without it hurting. Like, so I was on crutches for about 3-4 weeks. So imagine just being so active for all your life and then that just being taken away from you. So that was the hard bit, and then getting it straight, getting it bent. But at least I'm running now, so that's the positive thing. And like I said, hopefully in a week or so I'll be running outside. So
Brilliant.
we're getting there. We're getting
End
there.
in sight.
Still a long way to go though, but you just got to look at those little wins, and that's kind of what helps me get through it.
Of course, you've had the World Cup down under to keep you entertained as well. The Lionesses doing the country proud on the world's greatest stage, just falling short at the final hurdle today.
Yeah, I think, you know, them making it so far into the tournament, especially off the back of the Euros last year, it's amazing for women's football in general, but especially for this country as well. Obviously, we would have loved if they would have won it, but I think when you see, well, I actually went out there. I was out there for a couple of weeks, doing some work here and there. But when I was out there and I saw the amount of fans and the amount of people that went to the games, like I remember when I was growing up, there was barely anyone at the games. We weren't even playing in stadiums. So to see the transition of women's football from where it was then to now is absolutely amazing, and it's only going to get better.
Yeah, of course, the Lionesses, along with all the clubs up and down the women's footballing period back home, inspiring youngsters everywhere take up the field of play. As Libby Smith just makes her way behind the goal. Coming from Derngate, right on top of the goalkeeper, had to produce the punch away. Liverpool looking to counter-attack. Steered down the right-hand side, dealt with though. Cowie. And here's Finn under pressure to work it back to Lucy Thomas. Now, Libby Smith was given the all clear to return to the field of play, but I don't think that she's just about ready yet. The medics just want to carry out some final checks as she makes her way towards the dugout. And thankfully, Libby Smith is back running in the St Andrews sunshine. The offside flag raised meanwhile against Yana Daniels. Matt Beard, though, not happy that Libby Smith was allowed to come on and looked to blindside the Liverpool player Clark, forcing her into the rushed pass, but play will continue. Liverpool coming forward. Strong challenge in there, and now Pinnock looking to drive into the penalty area. Waits for support in the middle. Arrives in the foot of Worsley. Couldn't take the ball into her stride inside the 18-yard box. Daniels this time has stayed down after an aerial duel with Gemma Lawley. Free kick goes Liverpool's way.
I think there when Jade had it, obviously I think she tried to find Luann in the box. But I think it probably would have been better to keep the ball, maybe recycle it. I think Jamie was on at the edge of the box and then maybe to go out the other side. Because there wasn't really much Luann could have done in that situation.
Jamie Finn, who for the past season, who has lined up alongside Christy Harrison-Murray, who of course is, I think you'd agree, an expert at that sort of play when just on the edge of the penalty area, recycling play, sees things that other players don't see on the pitch.
Honestly, in training, can't get the ball off her. Cannot get the ball off her. You think she's going there? No, she's going there. Yeah, she's very, how can I put it, tidy. Very, very tidy.
Big miss to this blue side in the middle of the park. As Liverpool look to build down the right-hand side, steered into the penalty area, seen to safety only as far. Liverpool trialists look to work it back into the right-hand side of the 18-yard box. Steered behind by Blues. It'll be a corner for Liverpool, who again are in the hunt for an opener with 13 minutes to go here at St Andrews. Both sides have threatened from set pieces. Liverpool with the most recent from the right-hand side now. Right-footed into the danger area, headed and steered towards goal. It will fall for Holland, who just looked to wrap her foot around it into that bottom corner, but couldn't get the angle right and steers it wide. Remains 0-0. Darren Carter making another change. Abby Cowie coming off. Layla Benares introduced to the fray. Coming through the Blues Women's Academy here at Birmingham City. She makes a professional appearance in the season. She'll be the first British South Asian to represent Blues women. Much like Brandon Keeler did when he came on against Cheltenham Town for the men's. Lawley exploring the channel towards Pinnock, who'd made the burst forward, dealt with by Liverpool. Ag in there to break up play, but a loose touch presents the ball back to the Super League side. Lovely spray ball out to this near side, the left. Benares with her first touch is to intervene. It will break on the edge of the penalty area. Holland towards goal,
Holland.
defended. Holland again. Lawley this time across.
Class. Throw your body in front of that girl. Love it.
And Eve Herron with the first block. Gemma Lawley coming to the rescue on the second attempt, but Kerry Holland threatening. No way through. The Blues barricade stands firm. Corner from the left-hand side. Swung in with pace. Thomas came. Convincing contact on it. Helped to safety by Gates. And then Warsey looking to get Blues immediately on the front foot. Just misplaced her pass. Picked back up by Liverpool. It's something that we saw in the first half. Blues gifting possession back to the Super League side. Cairns looking for a way through. No way past. Blues defence standing firm again. Warsey losing out in the midfield. Liverpool looking to enter the final 10 minutes in the ascendancy. Mason can work it back to Lucy Thomas. It's towards Pinnock, lovely hold-up play. Escaping three Liverpool defenders.
Great play by Jones.
Now Finn. Clark with a retreating challenge. Blues throwing. Pinnock steered into the penalty area. Laws call, Laws came, and Laws gathered. Here's Bernardus. 5 towards Finn down the right-hand side. Eluded Pinnock. Final 10 minutes. Blues looking to finish strong, but it's Liverpool who have seen plenty of the ball in the last periods of play.
Yeah, Liverpool have definitely been the better team so far in the second half. They're just keeping possession a lot better than what we are. I just think, again, we need to be a bit more patient with it. We need to hold on to the ball a bit more, and I feel like we're just losing out in our 1v1s.
Something that has remained a constant, though, is the resilient defending back there from the trio, Mason, Lawley and Heron. They've got some more of that to do now. Heron looking to stand up, Holland, and there she is in the way again. Liverpool still have her on the periphery of the penalty area. Daniels need to spray it out to the right-hand side, misplaced, and Blues will have the throw-in.
Yeah, I think, again, Niamh, she's been absolutely class, absolutely class.
And Libby Smith maybe just unable to shake the knock that she received about 10 minutes ago, hits the deck in the centre circle. Needs to receive some treatment. It's the risky run in pre-season.
Even now, I think this is a perfect opportunity. Get the group together and discuss what needs to be worked on, because we're not getting out of our half at the minute.
Like I said, there's 10 minutes left. You need to get your shin pads and boots on. Get out there.
I know. I don't know what they're playing at. They won't let me. You'd think I had knee surgery or something.
Shiv Wilson alongside me, watching on the final 10 minutes. Blues looking to make the difference in the latter stages of the game. Libby Smith hobbling off the field, of course. Blues have made all their outfield substitutions. Charlotte Clark, the new signing, on the bench still, the goalkeeper. So it might look like Blues need to see out the final 10 minutes of their pre-season campaign with 10 players on the field.
Yeah, it's looking like Claude might be coming back on.
I guess pre-season, anything goes.
Yeah, get her on. I'll go in goal.
Yeah, so just utilising the roll-on, roll-off substitution system. So maybe not. It does look like Blues will have to finish a pre-season campaign with 10 players. There was a discussion between Claudia Walker and the coaching staff. Here's Clark, meanwhile, for Liverpool against the women of Birmingham City. Steered towards Daniels. Lawley, ever present in the air. And vital challenge back there from Linares, and had to be spot on as she just phased into the penalty area. Liverpool, though, will come again. Steered to the edge of the 18-yard box. Dealt with this time by Warzy. Liverpool still in the hunt. Blues with an answer to all the questions that the Merseyside club are posing at the moment, as they look to finish the stronger side. Strong but fair challenge back there from Niamh Heron.
I know there's only 4 minutes left, but she's my man of the match already for me.
Yeah, she's been absolute.
Or maybe I should say woman of the match. Player of the match.
No, she's been absolutely immense back there, Niamh Heron. Answered every single question that the Liverpool attackers have posed to her. And going forward, brilliant vision and the execution to match as well, the heart of that back three for Blues. There's Benares. There's a misplaced pass into midfield. There's Hobinger. Benares looking to get across and does so. He gets there first and sees away the danger, steering down the line. Holland beaten to it by Pinnock. Warzy can turn out in the midfield. She's the furthest player forward for Blues, has to do it all alone.
I mean, she might as well. She has no support.
Holland, good turn of place from the Liverpool centre midfielder to get back goal side and dispossess. Warzy now has to make the long run back to join her fellow teammates in defence. Steered into the penalty area by Liverpool. Who's there? Surprise, surprise. Niamh Heron to steer away the danger. Good intricate play from Reds on the edge of the penalty area, but cut out by Blues. Finn.
But again, when we're winning the ball, we're not getting out quick enough. So when it gets to these areas, we have no support.
This time Pinnock isolated on the right-hand side. Having to do it all alone. Pinnock gliding on the periphery of the penalty area, just shrouded out by a plethora of red shirts in the end. One shirt too many as Ag gets the right side of Clark as she looked to break out of defence. Blues free kick, minute and a half of the 90 to go. Heron. Benares back to Lucy Thomas. Thomas looks wide for Derngate. It's in, played into the centre and turned in.
Class.
Lily Ag with just over 30 seconds of the 90 to go. Fires Blues ahead. Katie Derngate, the architect, down the left-hand side. She's marauded forward all game. Brilliant turn of pace, bursting down the left flank, head up in the penalty area. Lily Ag on hand with a clinical finish. Whilst Rachel Laws.
I mean, that's how easy it is, though, isn't it? One long ball, ball across the box, finish.
They've had to be patient, they've had to absorb a second half full of Liverpool pressure, but they've broke with great effect. Brilliant ball to find Dungate in the build-up as well. And Blues clinical when it counted. Liverpool looking for a late response to a late goal. Fragile on the edge of the penalty area.
Can't be long left, surely.
Liverpool just looking to impishly work their way through. Blues meanwhile looking to break down the other end. Pinnock looks to latch onto the loose ball, beaten to it. It will break for Mason. Clark sends it forward, headed on, headed away by Heron, ever present back there for Blues. Or was it now Pinnock furthest forward for Blues over the halfway line, looking to wind the clock down and play some keep ball to starve Liverpool of possession in these latter stages. Heron. Dungate. Gets the decision. Liverpool players convinced that the throw should have gone in their favour, but it will be a Blues throw-in. Just a matter of winding the clock down now, Shiv. Nothing silly, nothing risky.
Yeah, at this point, just take it into the corner. Just keep it. Because like I said, surely there can't be too much longer left now.
Here's Pinnock looking to work an angle. Ag takes over proceedings. Now Finn. Thomas under pressure. Wayward clearance. Finds Daniels. What were we just saying about nothing risky back there? Blues taking a chance. Steered into the penalty area. Heron across to clear away. Worsey loses out in the midfield. Holland. Lawley's intervention. Holland again. Finn showing good composure to tidy up back there with Ag. And Ag just caught by Holland in her attempts to wrestle back possession. Blues love the free kick. They've continued to defend superbly. There's Ag. Bundled over. Blues free kick. Deep into stoppage time now. We've just ticking over 5 minutes. Of course, had some lengthy stoppages in the second half. Take it to the corner. Looks like Valera's heard you. Looking to wind down the clock. Good play though, out of a tight spot from Hobinger. Lawley. Pinnock prods it through. And again, we'll just look to wind the clock down in the corner. Blues love the corner.
Lovely stuff.
Nice and professional. Good awareness. Blues just doing well to wind the clock down now. Liverpool have a throw in just shy of the corner flag. As the referee has a look at his watch. And there is the full time whistle. The final workout is complete. Blues have conquered the Super League side. It was a productive final workout for Blues before they kick off their season against Blackburn Rovers next week. There are immense at the back. Niamh Heron outstanding at the heart of that back three for Blues, and they got their reward just shy of the 90-minute mark. Lily Agg firing home in the penalty area after great work from Katie Dungate, who'd been impressive all game down that left-hand side. And the 10 players take away the victory, Shiv.
Yeah, I mean, I think, like I said before, Liverpool were the better team in the second half, but at the end of the day, no one's going to look at the result and be like, oh, Liverpool were the better team, because at the end of the day, we won. So, yeah, I don't think it will be all positive things. However, at the end of the day, the win is all that matters. So, I think he'll be happy with that.
Yes, certainly plenty of food for thought after Blues' final pre-season workout before they kick off against Blackburn Rovers next season. They had to knuckle down in that second half. Liverpool did come out fighting, looking for that deadlock. But it took until the 90th minute for new signing Lily Agg to fire home inside the penalty area. And Blues take away the victory and end their pre-season campaign on a positive note ahead of the visit to Blackburn Rovers next week. The 6 summer signings really impressed as well. But all the most important thing is the victory. Plenty of food for thought, plenty of notes for that man Darren Carter to go away with and work on in the week. The Blues see out their final pre-season fixture with the victory. It's finished here at St Andrews. Birmingham 1, Liverpool 0.